Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. All right, here we are today, episode 90. And last episode, I believe we had just gotten the titanium and the, well, we were working on the titanium fusings or something. I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I think last episode I said that I was going to set up the craft to get the titanium coils going. And we also handle the UV machinery, which, oh, that's another thing I know how to recover. Okay, so here's our UV machine, right? And last episode we were trying to get the coils made up, but we were having power issues. Well, I looked and there is this ZPM voltage high amp transformer. And I pretty much just plugged in our ZPM dynamo hatch from our substation into this, and it was able to work. So on that front, I'm gonna drop on down to our blast furnace. As you can see, I have the titanium coils all set up and good to go. I had to basically set it up in the requester system so that it made it. And yeah, there we go. Now, another thing that I did say last episode that I was going to do, and I really should stop leaving holes in the ground, but also should probably get an elevator blocks in these rooms. Now, kind of already spoiled it, but made this new room here. And as you can see, we have Microverse projectors. There we go. And why are there four, you ask? Well, I did say that I wanted to do a parallel microminer situation. And down here, you can see all the wiring that I set up. Probably not the cleanest or the smoothest or the most compact, but it works. It gets the job done. So right here, we have the pattern provider that has all the recipes here and whatnot. And that will send the patterns into the blue line, which the blue line comes up into the each microminer situation here. And you can I gotta fix that. It's supposed to be there. Oh, I see what happened. I misclicked. All right. So you can see we have the blue line comes over to here. It gets powered by the red line, which the red line is connected to our main system. And the red line is for the output bus. Okay, so everything's good there. I didn't double check. So yeah, once the machine's done, it's going to spit everything back out and it's going to come back into the system. So maybe at some point I'll upgrade this for the T2 microminers. I'm not quite sure. Considering there's like a Microverse 4, I think that's it. Yeah, this big bad boy. I don't know if I think it has to be. All right, so let me back up for a second. I was thinking about if it would be possible to parallelize the T3 and the T4s, but probably the T3s would be easier. T4s, I don't know. Well, let's see when we get there. Okay, anyway, let's see where we are in the quest book. Okay, so never did get that. That quest is opened up. Not with the reactor, that's a possibility. In fact, this might be a good idea to get into today. So this is going to provide, it looks like, oh, wait. It's going to provide about 122,000 EU per tick. And that's going to need... So if we're using the Cadria, we'll get a whole 3 minutes out of it. And that would be about 393,000. Wait, did I must have read the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's just see about getting that situation set up here. So there is the large Nakoda reactor, and it's pretty insane, I gotta say. Looks like this is more of like a solid or a liquid fuel situation with that 33 million, 8 billion. Good lord. That's probably its own crazy rabbit hole there. Okay, let's get into this. So we're gonna need a data. Oh, back up. Also, one more thing. Off camera, because I got the titanium, I was able to make the network switch, which I haven't made it just yet. Everything is in here. There's extra blocks here because, well, I requested another HPCA. So let me get this little block out here. All right. All right. So I'm going to come down. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to come down here, and what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to cut, is I'm going to demolish these HPCAs. I'm going to put the switch next to the research station, and then I'm going to put the HPCAs off to the right there. So I'm going to pause here, and we'll be back in a moment. Hey, everybody, oh, I forgot about I forgot about this thing here. Don't worry, we'll build it on camera. Okay, so I finally got the 3 towers here built up. Thank God for the copy-paste gadget, because I cannot be asked to build that thing over and over manually. All right, so let's figure out... actually, you know what? Okay, they didn't like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's see if I can fix this. That. Okay. Is this supposed to be a 3x3? It do. No worries. Actually, you know what? It'd be better if I just delete the whole damn thing and do it again. What's this? Oh boy. Okay. Let's get rid of some crap. I need that. I need that. Okay. So I think the switch needs to be okay. So we'll put the auto hatch on the bottom, and okay, so that's so right here, right there. All right. And then transmission, reception. Damn it. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Should be good. Now I have a feeling. Well, first, let me get rid of the other reception hatch so it doesn't get confused. If I do this. Hey, there we go. Oh, it needs a question mark. Put another hatch. There we go. There we go. Now the question is, Can this take another input hatch? It can. Cool. Okay, so that... Oh, it only takes in... It only factors in 1 amp? I guess so. Okay, well, no problem, I guess. Now... Go away, Google. My phone lit up for some reason. That must have said something that it thought I wanted it to look at. Anyway, right. So, as far as I've seen, these cables, they don't want to connect more than 2. Like that. See, it has to be, it's only like a corner thing. So, I'm wondering how to do this. So maybe... I like that. Gonna need more cable. Then we can get rid of these things. And let's see. Like that. And this isn't the most pretty, but it will do. I need to get rid of those, I think. Oh, that won't work. Let me do this. Part-time signalum. Let me go off camera here, and I'll do a little bit of tweaking, and I'll come back and we'll see what we need to do next. Okay, I'm back for the moment. So I may have done a big dumb, and we're going to need something, I believe, called the HPCA bridge component. If we look at the quest book here, it says, connect the computation data reception hatches to your HPCAs with the bridge components within them, and connect a single computation transmission hatch to your research station. Okay, so I did things a little terribly. Let's go ahead and let's get the bridge component crafted up here. And then, excuse me. Got a bit of the hiccups. Okay. So that is gonna take a little bit of time there. So let me look at the little quest book here for a minute. Now, all assembly line recipes are available to you, given you have, yeah. The network switch consumes, yeah. Okay. Connect the computation data reception hatches. Connect the computation data reception hatches to your HPCAs with bridge components within them, and connect a single computation transmission hatch to your research station. And okay, I'll have to see how that all pans out together, but this is going to take some time. So I will probably pause here again and be back in a second. Okay, we're back, everybody. So I've got everything connected up here. Let me get a little screenshot for the video. And yeah, we can see that we're researching the UHV circuit. And I had to do a little bit of upgrading and whatnot. This is using UV. And I have the PCB coolant out here. And that's sending into our hatches. We seem to have a lot of PCB. I'm not sure. It must be, we must have some, I must have some stock somewhere or something else like that. Any case, this is going to take a little bit of time. I think, do I have the, let's see, 384 divided 96 divided by 20. I think that's 200 seconds. It's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. All right, so while that cooks up, let's get that quest taken care of. So there's that right there. That will open up the way for the Fusion Mark III and then Neutronium. But that's going to be its own nightmare to deal with. Okay, what we got here? Right, the Naquadah reactor. Why don't we go work on that while we wait for that to finish up? Okay, so Naquadah reactor. Oh yeah, we still need to do this research nonsense. So we're going to need a Naquadah bolt. Do we have Naquadah bolts yet? We do. Okay. Well, still can't do anything with this yet because I have to get the recipe for the research, which is going to need a data orb, thankfully. Data orb shouldn't take too much time to craft. There we go. All right, so might end up having to wait for this to finish then. And we are not even halfway. So let me do this. I will real quick check on this. I think I did the math wrong. So if I did like for this, for example, 64,000 divided by 16 a tick, that should be 4,000 ticks. That didn't seem right. Anyway, never mind. So I will pause here again, and I will be back when both this is done and the research for the Naquadah bolt. All right, see you in a few. And we're back, everybody. All right, as you can see, we have the reactor and we have the UHV. So let's go ahead and put these into the machine here. And we'll get to making the patterns, shall we? Okay, so what do we need for the UHV? There we go. Weird. Nope, not that. That I guess we're gonna need. All right, so we're gonna need UV uni. All right, and I think everything else is good to go here. And we'll put that in there, and theoretically, there we go. Oh, liquid duranium. Oh boy. Okay, let's see about fixing a reactor situation. I think we could cool it on the titanium right now. Let's turn you off. Actually, let's get rid of that. So that is that. So if I asked for how much uranium would I need? Missing about available. Almost there. There we go. Cool. So that is on its way. Now, for the Naquita reactor. Nice and simple. So we're going to need ZPM uni. And everything else is good beyond the spatial pylon. So that, again, very simple. METRIX. Bada boom. Now, I thought I made another assembly line controller block doohickey. Did I not? That wouldn't be where it is. Oh, I did. So what did I call it? No, I didn't call anything. Yeah. So now, if I ask for the controller, boom. Okay. So that's fixed. And this is going to take some time. I said I was going to make more reactors in a previous video, and I just did not get around to doing that. Oh yeah, that's set to. This is set to run when we have under 1,000 millibuckets. So that's europium. I could probably repurpose this to also make more duranium. Or I make one of these a Mark II. Could probably do with this. I think, yeah, I mean, I would have to make all the fusion casings and the control and the energy hatches and just like replace them with a gadget. The fusion coils can stay as they are. So if I wanted a reactor, right, duranium. So we're at the mercy of that. I'm curious if this is stuck on something. I don't think so, but it's power. Why isn't this the case? Maybe I need to suck it up and get the Skulk superconductors. That's still not having a good day. Yep, there we go. Maybe I should up that to like a 4 amp or something. Or I don't know. Definitely, this is a cry for help. I need more power. Oh, I wonder if the turbines are running low or have run low on blades. Okay, there's one. Altogether, not that many. But this is also why we're working on the Naquita reactor. I wonder. Let's see. Okay, that's cooling. How about you? Yeah, I just need to get more power. I might think about doing that trick I did with the UV assembler and doing some voltage P2P stuff for those other machines. I'm not sure how much power we're actually producing, but I think it's... Let's see, what's the... where... So if I come down here, we got about 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 20, 24, 24 times, and well, I'll say 91750, a possible 2 million times 4. So, look at that. That's about 8.8 million EU per tick. That's possible. And I believe the cryolitho ducts. Okay, we're not exactly capping out right now. Why are you not sending any power? 2% in power. Yeah, you're fine. I don't know. This is a bit of a pickle I'm in. Okay, that's almost done though, so that's nice. Of course, knowing this assembler, it's probably jammed again. Here we go. Okay, we should come out shortly. Yeah, it's still cooking. Okay, what are you at? So it's the wetware. It's making the UV circuit. Yep. Oh, let me guess. I don't have the voltage. UV. Son of a bitch. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back out of this craft. I'm gonna have to get the hatches made and make it again. So let me grab everything out of here. Up and up, up and up. Okay, so let's put all that back into the system. We're going to cancel that request. Let's instead get the energy hatches requested and the converter. And not that. Not that. There we go. So that's on its way. Could we request the reactor itself? Yes. Oh, shoot. I need to get rid of the fluids. Oh, that's another thing. I should probably upgrade these fluid hatches to the quad. Okay, that should be good, I think. Okay. So ZPM will take a fair bit. So I'll cut here and maybe back in a few.
2 hours later.
Okay, we're back. And, oh, God. I just spent the last, I don't know how long it was, half hour troubleshooting everything under the frickin' sun, and I have never enjoyed this research bullshit. It's been annoying. I've had to break the goddamn controller data bank every frickin' time I've crafted something. So I was in the Discord trying to troubleshoot this bullshit, and we tried everything. We broke everything. We replaced things. We did all that. Eventually, what we came down to doing is just adding the creative blocks. And I might, well, let's see. So let me explain here for a minute. Over here, we have the research station, right? And we have this creative computation provider. Right now, it's set to 96 CWT because I have those three there. So this bad boy right here is effectively feeding our research station. Okay. So what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to just keep these HPCAs here. And I'm going to keep this here. I can probably remove the creative hatch over there and have this still feed over to there. I think. Wait. Do I need that? Wait, no, wait on. That feeds into there. Oh, sorry, the data bank. Yeah, so the data bank feeds over to that machine. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking, again, like I said, I'm going to keep this here. And whenever I need more CWT, I'll go ahead and make the whole thing over there and put it down and whatnot. But this is going to stay. And maybe I'll do some deleting of some items. I don't know what's really going to be fair, but honestly, I am just fed up with this research nonsense. And I'm going to leave it at that before I just ramble in circles. Okay, that being said, now we have the wetware processor mainframe. Oh, and that's another thing that I wanted to address. Thinking. Okay. So another issue with this recipe, with this recipe right here, even after we had gotten the creative hatches and such plugged into the machines, the assembly line would not craft. What I found to work is I took out the universal circuits and put in 2 wetware supercomputers, and boom, it worked. It crafted. So another note on that is I'm going to have to get the Aquadare reactors going right quick. We're going to need more power. And I'll probably P2P those suckers. And plug that into the assembly line. So, yeah. Next episode, we'll come back and we'll get the no, on. There we go. We'll get the Aquadare reactors going. I hope that should craft, but if not, I'll fix it. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. My whole brain is just frazzled from this nonsense. I hope you did enjoy, all things considered, and I will see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.